Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to show you how to make a plant-based pozole, and it is actually better than pozole. Yes, I said that. It is better than the regular pozole. And so to make this plant-based pozole, you don't need very much, and it's actually faster to make than the pork pozole. And all that you need to make this delicious pozole is chile guajillo, chile ancho, hojas de laurel, and el pozole. And we of course are not going to use meat. We're going to use portobello mushrooms. You can use any mushroom, but really to give it like that texture, that heartiness, I like to use portobello mushrooms, so use portobello mushrooms. And then on top we're going to add what you would do to any pozole: the rábanos, a little repollo, some limon, oregano, aguacate, and I don't have it here, but I'm gonna put it on chile de árbol seco. Okay, so let's get started. So usually to make pozole, because it is a caldo, you have to have a caldo. And I don't use pork, so I already have a vegetable stock that I made. I don't know if it's called stock or what do they call it? Broth. Either way, it's delicious, and I made it myself. So I do my own broth. I already took out the cebolla and the garlic and everything that I use. But it's basically cebolla, garlic, you can use potato, celery, and carrot. I take it all out, so now I just have my caldo, and it's ready to start making into a pozole. And you know why this pozole is even more delicious? Because this broth is 100% vitamins. With the onion and the garlic, that makes it like antiviral, antibacterial, like magic. Okay, so we have our liquid ready, our stock, our broth, and now to make it, the super delicious part is we're going to make the salsa that's going to make it red. This is pozole rojo, so you're going to use chile guajillo and chile ancho. I like to mix them up. You guys, this chile ancho smells so delicious. But anyways, all you have to do once they are rinsed and everything, you're going to place them on your comal, and we are going to toast them up a little bit. Sorry if I did turn that on. So just let them toast a little bit, just to bring out some of that smoky chile flavor and just have a really delicious pozole. I keep saying it's delicious, and this is the reason why. And while we let this roast, I want to tell you a little bit of the history of pozole. So yes, pozole is a traditional Aztec dish, but did you guys know that it used to be made with human meat? So don't come at me telling me that my pozole is not traditional, because no pozole is traditional. We are not cannibals. So it used to be made with the meat of the sacrifice. So it was really actually a very special dish. And when cannibalism was outlawed, it is said that the Aztecs switched over to pork because pork tastes the most like human meat. Okay, so now that we have our chiles getting nice and toasty back there and smelling so good, I'm going to use the time to cut up the garnishes. The garnishes are so important to this dish. And the number one, you probably will recognize this if you've had pozole, is the repollo, which is cabbage. So cabbage is really big, and I'm only going to use a little bit of it because I'm only making a soup for my husband and me. The babies don't eat this yet. They don't know the goodness yet. But if you have a big old cabbage and you don't know what to do with it, watch my old video on how to make an easy peasy cabbage salad. You can use the rest there. The other thing you want to put on top of your delicious pozole is radishes. So I of course have a mandolin that makes everything way easy. I don't have the skill that, you know, my abuelitas had, that they can like finely chop the cabbage. That's not gonna happen here. So I just slice up my cabbage. I'm gonna run it through my mandolin and put it on the side. That's it. We're going to cut up the rábanos, the radishes, and you definitely want to do this nice, cut it like this way, like little circles, because if you quarter it, it's like too chunky, too strong for the dish. You want the nice delicate hit of the crunch and the, how do you say it, like it has like a little spice to it, you know. And in order to get it nice and delicate, you want to keep it like round, so just like that. Oof, this is so good. Have you guys ever, like, this is such a good snack on its own if you just slice it like this, really nice and thin, and then you put sal, limon, and chile. Oh, so good. Okay, so now that the chiles are nice, toasted, ready to go, our broth is ready to go. I did add my hojas de laurel, my bay leaves, into here already. I turned it on. We're ready to go. We're going to take our nice toasted chiles and put them into the blender. I like to leave the seeds in because I like to add a little spice. You know, I gotta keep it spicy. You can clean out the seeds, but you don't have to. This is really easy because if you don't take the seeds out, we're going to strain them, so it's not like the seeds are going to go into the soup. Oh my god, this is so hard, but oh my god, it smells so good. Take some of your broth and put it into the chiles to help it get liquefied. We're going to blend it up. You want to make it very fine. So I'm going to blend it for about 30 seconds. All right, it's all blended up. Oh my god. Oh, smells so good. It's all blended up, and what we're going to do now is run it through a strainer. You guys, this is so sad. I love cooking, but I only have this tiny strainer. It's gonna take me a long time, okay? But if you have one of those bigger ones, it would be way faster, but just follow me. So we're gonna run it through the strainer, and you see it's taking me forever because my strainer is tiny. Actually, let me grab a cuchara. I'll be right back. Whew. After you strain it, and again, if you have the right coladera strainer, it won't take this long. But anyways, now that it's done, you're going to have a delicious like caldo like this. Oh my god, it looks so good. And I have to try it already. So let's put this off to the side. So good. Oh my god, it's so good. Okay, so while that is getting done, boiling, because now you want it to boil again. So I know your stock or your broth, like you boiled it to make it. You want it to boil again because you want all the flavors of the chile ancho and the chile guajillo and the bay leaf to come together. And we're going to add the actual pozole, which makes it pozole. All right, so this is pozole, and this is why we call it pozole. And my preferred pozole is La preferida. Yeah, la preferida is my preferred. The preferred is my preferred. Okay, so it comes already cooked, ready to go, just like this. All you have to do is open it, strain it, I rinse it a little, and then put it into the soup when you let it all boil together, okay? So I'm going to open this and get it ready. All right, so I opened, I washed, I cleaned it, and I'm going to put it into my soup here. Make sure, make sure you're not wearing white because yikes. Okay, now it's in there. Now that it's in there, we just have to wait for it to boil. Oh my god, so delicious. We're going to let this boil, and while this boils, we are going to prepare our mushroom, which is going to be la carne for our dish. Okay, so now we are basically done with the pozole, and we're just going to add something to like beef it up a little, literally beef it up. because we're going to add something that would be like the carne. But honestly, I like the pozole the way it is. I don't necessarily need this, but it does add like some deliciousness to it. So you're going to take a portobello mushrooms like this. I already peeled and washed them, but I'll show you. I always like to peel this off. I have met people that don't. I just always do. I don't know why. So take all this little skin off, and then you will rinse it, and we'll be right back. Okay, so again, we have the pozole is boiling, and we're going to just add this part. Our mushrooms are now clean. I'm going to do kind of like thick little cubes of it, like this, you know, so it's like if you had a big chunk of meat. Just like this. Throw it into a dish because we are going to add some salt and pepper, a little bit of oil, and quickly like stir fry it, or saute, that's the word. We're going to saute it. We don't want it to be too mushy or too overdone, so a quick saute right before you are ready to serve your pozole, which we almost are. Just like this. And this part I just do, you know, what I think. So a little bit of oil, not too much. I don't know what I would say, maybe como a tablespoon. And then shake a little pepper in there, and a half a teaspoon of salt, just like this. Mix it up, and you're going to saute it. Okay, just like that, our pozole is ready. So again, I let the soup boil again with the pozole and the chile and everything in there. We have our sauteed mushrooms and all our toppings. So we're gonna put this together. So delicious. So I like to get a lot of the little grano down there. Oh my god, it smells so delicious. Okay, our pozole is served. Now we're going to top it. We're going to put some of the sauteed mushroom in there to, you know, give it a little something else, a little something special. You know, a lot of people use portobello mushroom like in place of a steak, or, you know, like a hamburger. So like this is the meat, right? And mushrooms are very healthy for us. I mean, that trendy word, adaptogens. Yeah, mushrooms have adaptogens in it. So we have that. Then you're going to put your repollo on top, a nice healthy amount. Oh my gosh. You're going to take some of your rábanos, radishes, like that. I'm going to put some aguacate on top. I just like diced it up. I like to keep my pieces like nice and chunky because again, you want to make it like hearty. And some oregano, has to have oregano, okay? Oregano, and this right here, the chile de árbol. Oh my god. Así. You put the limon to the side. Honestly, I don't like to put limon on my soup until I have like the first bite. I always have to have like the first bite and then I add my limon. But there you have it. This is so hot, but oh my god, I don't know, can you see? It looks amazing. So let me have the first bite and then I will add my limon, okay? I'm mixing it all up. Oh my god, this looks delicious. Okay, I got a little bit of everything there. So good. So delicious. Now I'm going to add my limon. And I totally forgot to tell you guys, but everything, I put salt, but I always put salt to your taste. So, you know, add salt to your broth, add salt once it's boiling, and it's always to your taste. I can't really tell you how much to put because I like to eat things salty, but my husband's family is basically doesn't even eat salt, so it's weird, you know? So put as much salt as you want or don't want, but definitely you need to add salt. Okay, I put my little limon in there, and let's take the second bite. So delicious. Oh my gosh. So like I said, I love pozole. It's my favorite dish to eat, and I'm so happy that, you know, I am plant-based and I can still continue to enjoy this super delicious caldo. So I hope that you try it and let me know what you think. If you do try it, if you did something different to it, or some of your secrets, like your tips. But oh my god, this is so good. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.